Welcome to Drop the Puck. We're back at Planet Ice Widnes for another Morley matchup, this time between the Widnes Wild and the Solihull Barons.
Yeah, Gary, week off and we've come straight back in the action in that mid-pack battle that's ongoing at the moment. We've got the third place Solihull Barons sitting on 21 points, and obviously they're going against the Widnes Wild today here, who are currently in 5th place on 18 points. So even if Widnes do win today, the best they can do is overtake the 4th place Scimitars and get back into that pack for extra playoff hockey.
Well, yeah, you definitely need to sort of get on the points on the board. They definitely need to keep up with that leading pack because, of course, a loss today means you start falling away. And
that trap door, yeah, they've got to be careful.
And, yeah, they're so close because it's so tight in that middle. But, of course, at the time of recording this episode, it's actually Valentine's Day tomorrow, and I don't suspect there's going to be any love lost.
No, I don't think there's going to be any love lost either, Gary. I think it's going to be a situation whereby, if you look at the track record so far, Widnes have gone to Solihull's barn and turned them over twice. Solihull have come here and turned them over once. So, you know, on paper, right now it's favouring Solihull. But
no, it's favouring the Wild. Well, 2-1. But
it's sorry, they're at Planet Ice Widnes. It's going to favour Solihull. However, you know, given the track record of Widnes recently at the moment and their discipline, if you know, Solihull do what they do well and aggravate a few players and get under the skin, they could upset the Wild here.
I don't know. I think the fans are going to be playing a huge part today, as they always do here at Planet Ice Widnes. They're going to be that extra man on the ice. They're going to try and suck that puck into the net for them. But it's all about discipline, and we said that about keeping players off the penalty bench. Widnes have got to do that. They've got to get a grip of that.
Well, yeah, straight away you've got players out there like Otterson and Saw. Now we know they're on the power play unit for Solihull. You let them free on the ice, Paul Walker's going to have his head on a swivel because he's going to have to. Let's be honest here. Those guys know where the back of the net is. Saying that, though, currently breaking into a little bit of form. You know, we've got some offensive talent in the Wild. It's fair to say. Charnock, Volkanovs, you know, Haggart. We've been there before. So Hewitt's also going to have a job on his hands today. But, you know, I honestly think it's straight down the line. It's going to be who can maintain the discipline better, who can play the better hockey, and who's really put the practice in.
Well, I don't know, you know, I'm expecting a physical, close game. Both teams want something out of this. Both teams don't want to lose. So without further ado, it's time to get down to the action. Time to get down to the ice. It's time to
drop the puck. With the anthems out the way, it's time to play. We're back here at Planet Ice Widnes for one hell of a matchup as the informed Solihull Barons bring it here to Planet Ice to face off the Widnes Wild. As we said in the introductions, Gary, currently sat in 3rd place with 21 points to the Barons, and they bring firepower with them here to Widnes.
Some familiar faces in that lineup then.
Yeah, just looking down now, Callum Bowley, Nicholas Otterson, Tom Saw. There's a fair few in there I've mentioned in the past and I know can put the puck in the net.
Yeah, some big frames as well.
And obviously Sam Hewitt lines up in between the pipes there, and he's going to have a good game tonight. You can already tell he's psyched for this one. However, down the other end, unsurprisingly, starting netminder will be Harrison Walker. Walker had an outstanding season for the Wild so far. The return of Greaves and the new addition of Reynolds shall bolster the Wild. However, they are still without key players such as Mike Gilbert is not icing tonight, which was notable. But it's going to be interesting to see how this short-benched Barons face up to the Wild.
I don't think it's going to play much of a hindrance to them, Ben, because this team know how to play hockey. And if they need to, they'll make the Wild grind out the results here.
Well, it'll be interesting to see how the game flows tonight, and that'll be in the hands of the referee, Mr. the one and only Steve Ryder. He's our head ref tonight. He'll be assisted by linesman Tom Walker and other linesman Neil Herring. It's a good crew. We've seen them before. We know they can do a job. Can the players? It's going to be down to them. Gary, I'll underline that word one more time to highlight the importance. Discipline. It's all going to be down to that. Can the Wild maintain theirs?
Yeah, well, let's see. I'm looking for a nice clean game, and I'm sure Mr. Ryder said that too.
We wait for the action, and puck drops, and away we go. This first period of action here as Maynard tries to recover the face-off. Volkanov's on the chase already, but it's going to be chased up by Whitehouse. Tries to ring it round. A little bit of D-to-D as the Barons hold up and try and set things in motion. Big stretch pass far side to Watson. Looks to cut inside. In the middle, early doors shot on. Quick test of Walker, and he's wide awake and ready with the leg pad. And here come the Barons again. Puck dumped into the opposite corner now. Saw follows that through with his body. Laid back Maynard, couldn't recover that. It's going to be a chase down. Reynolds straight away chases that up. Josh Reynolds, a new addition, late to the Widnes team sheet. As Mulcahy skates through, looks inside the hash, takes a shot. Deflected off the back of the Widnes goal. Trying to pick up the loose scraps now. It's a dangerous position for the Wild to be in. This is where they've cost most of their goals this season. However, they steer it clear onto the stick of Bowley, who keeps it in the danger zone once more. And the Wild look to clear it out the zone and manage to do not enough. Bowley turns it back. Another shot into the glove of Walker. And the Barons come out firing, as we can see here in the replay, Gary. In from the point again. Kept alive. Bowley picks it up, sees the opportunity, wants to test Walker early. Good save. 18:43 remaining in this first period.
Yeah, Barons already looking to get themselves established quickly in this game.
Face-off picked up by the Wild. They'll ring it round, but it's going to be intercepted by the Barons and kept alive. Whitehouse does enough to keep it on the half-boards. Being held up now by Mulcahy. Good board play. Once more with Crow. Puts it into the opposite corner, but it's going to be a Widnes player there first. And here come the Wild, looking for the big stretch past to Charnock. Miscommunication, spilled it up in favour of Mulcahy. Doesn't quite get the shot off. And calmly intercepted, and a little bit of D-to-D now by the Barons. Puck being chased down once more by Dan Mulcahy. Apologies, Farrell. It's Elliot Farrell as he changes that in. Challenge, puts it in. Wilcox gets there first, and you can see the frame difference now Gary was on about earlier. As just there, literally, Farrell and Wilcox proves it. Shot comes in from Maynard. Back out, kept alive by Challenge. Will he have a second bite? He does. It's off the leg pads of Britton. Maynard fakes the slap. Put inside by Otterson. It's turned all the way through. And that's going to run. Otterson picks it up. Looks up ice. Saw ahead of him. Decides to go down to the wing. Being held up and pushed through now by Challenge. Challenge finds Mulcahy. Mulcahy breaks with 4 men around him. Shot comes through the traffic. Turned out once more, and that was Tom Saw with the shot as the Mr. Ryder loses his edge there. Right now, it's all in favour of Solihull. As Crow decides to go back to Maynard. Mulcahy.
Yeah, Widnes need to get hold of this puck and slow things down a little bit to their pace.
Hagger tries to get around Hayward. Puts it on net. Hewitt tested. Fair shot on net and turned out. Those nice shiny new pads of Sam Hewitt there. Looking like they've not seen much rubber. Stubley gets it over. Finds Hagger. Back to Stubley in the middle. Decides to start making his way through centre ice. Dumps it in, chased in by Stubley and Reynolds. Volkanovs is over there. Briley tried to keep it in. It's run all the way through again. Hagger knocks it on net. It's going to be frozen up there by Hewitt. And that's the first real sight of the puck that Sam Hewitt had within this first 4 minutes.
Yeah, it's been all Solihull so far. It's like the Wild haven't even woken up from the start of this game. They need to get into this quickly. Start getting a bit of control of the puck.
Face off, left hand side of Hewitt, picked up by Hagger for the Wild. Reynolds looks to put that around once more. Broken the zone, it's a leg chase on. Breaking down very quickly is Slater.
as quick as you like. There's 3 Barons on there.
Slays out, he finds it again, puts it into the corner for Bowley. Chase up, Haggis sees him off. Volkanovs gets over there, and straight away, Gary, you can tell the difference in the lines.
Whoop.
There's from the fast physicality to the skillful and the paced, it's fair to say.
Yeah, definitely. Just saying there that you didn't notice, Ben, but the puck was doing a line change on its own. Actually went into the player's box through the door. Yeah, the thing is, though, there's a lot of good players on both sides of the puck here, and the Wild have just got to settle down a little bit and try and get control.
Well, Stanley and Barlow went in for the face-off, and it's gone the way of the Wild once more, but it's intercepted as he tried to put it across. Turned around quickly by Stanley. Recovered by Farrell. Okay, twists and turns, looks to feed it in. Farrell tries to test the seal on the post there for Walker. It's a good seal. It causes the puck to be turned out once more. Wilcox caught up in the corner. Wild managed to get that out. Read well by Maynard as he turns that straight onto the stick. A bit of a break from the Wild. He's brought down. Immediately looks at the referee, Charnock, and it's going to be given. That's going to be a slashing call. Well, captain of the Barons, Marcus Maynard, not happy with that call at all. But it's going to be Bailey Challenge is the one who finds himself going in the box.
And the first of the penalties in today's game goes the way of the Barons. So the Wild on the power play now. Can they make any use of this?
Face-off is going to be to the right-hand side of Hewitt. PK unit out for the Barons. Volkanovs takes his time. Barlow gets it to Stubley. Barlow. Stubley again. Takes a shot through traffic, looking for the redirect out in front. Was Britton. Now Volkanovs again. Finds Stubley. Stubley inside to Barlow. Post to the back door is Greaves. Out in front is Britton. And unfortunately for them, couldn't quite screen it from Hewitt as he right into his glove. 14-16 remaining in this first period. Little over 30 seconds off that penalty clock. Run down by the Barons.
Well, there was 3 Baron players there stood in front of their netminder. So it's a wall of red for the Wild to try and break.
And it's a good recovery there from the Barons as Volkanovs tries to dispossess Otterson. Found Bowley down this left wing. Decides to go back, and textbook here by the Barons is they're moving the puck around, forcing the Wild to chase it, use energy and chew that clock up. Barlow manages to get his stick in the way. Can Stubley get there? Bowley, lovely little pass off to Watterson. However, it's turned around with Barlow. Barlow manages to gain the zone. He has support from Britton. Takes a shot. That's gone high off the chest of Hewitt and takes it, rebound, back around the net. Stubley at the blue. Takes another shot. Out in front, off the blocker of Hewitt. Kept alive, Stubley. Finds Greaves on the back door. Shot comes in. Kept alive by Britton once more. Final 40 seconds of the power play now. Shot once more. Goes wide. You hear the thud as it hits the boards behind. Cleared out. We've got 30 seconds left on the power play as Stubley is forced back to retrieve the loose puck. Well, Mulcahy tried to put a little move there on Stubley. Waves the one, gets around him, throw it with the hips. Looking inside. Backdoor attempt by Hyde. What a pass that was. Great vision. Greaves lets a big one rip on Hager, sorry. And it's picked up. Reynolds picks his first goal up for the Wild. We'll see that again. It's Hager who picks the puck up here in the point. Lets a big one rip. Spilled off Hewitt. Wide back door open. And Josh Reynolds gets on the board for the Wild. What a great way to make your first team appearance.
Yeah, he must be over the moon with that. In the right place at the right time. And it's given the Wild a much needed little lift up here at Planetised Widnes. It's now Widnes Wild 1, Solihull Barons 0.
Well, Reynolds will pick himself his puck up at the end of the game for his first goal. However, It's the Barons who immediately gain possession again, but turned around by the Wilders. Volkanovs dumps that into the corner, and with a new lease of life now, Reynolds throwing the body around. He's certainly up for this game now. Haggett for the Wild, takes his time. And the confirmation there, the goal. Josh Reynolds from Rich Hagger. 12:36 on the clock. We find ourselves going down to the Wild end.
Well, we seem to have a technical issue, as they would call it, because there seems to, obviously there must be a problem with the scoreboard or something, but that's being dealt with. In the meantime, Solihull Barons have definitely starting to put that pressure back on, carrying on where they left off just prior to that goal, Ben.
Certainly, you know, the pressure was on by the Barons. You can see there just running a few seconds off the clock to allow for play. Either way, it's going to be, you just see Mr. Ryder there informing both teams of what actually happened there. So 1-0 the Wild, great start. Face-off will be left-hand side of Walker, scooped up by Volkanovs very quickly. Volkanovs finds Reynolds. Reynolds back to Volkanovs, goes to put it in. Hewitt's forced slide, back out shot on net from Hughes, and again out in front. Volkanovs back door, couldn't turn it in. Well, Hewitt knows he's in the game now. Slater picks the rebound up, puts it on net. Walker's got the answer for that one. Gary, this is end-to-end. I know the Olympics is on, but this is as bad as good as the quality we're seeing.
Well, tell you what, I know our camera guy's having a bit of difficulty trying to keep up with that, because that is literally as fast as you like, one end to the other. But the Wild definitely catching Solihull on the hop there.
Mulcahy, pace now down that right-hand wing. Great little poke check from Greaves allows Charnock in. Charnock looks to turn, goes through the neutral zone, at pace. What will he do? Tries to go alone. Maynard, key poke. Oh, Charnock just misses. An absolute beauty of a shot. However, Wild in full gear now against this Baron side. Charnock unfortunately loses a puck there, if you're a Wild fan. This game has come right out the blocks in mid-gear, slowly working its way up. Whitehouse looks up ice. Barron's in control now, you can feel them slowing this game down back to their pace. Otterson taking time, works around the man, gets a shot off, runs wide. Going to be picked up by Maynard in the corner. Maynard dumps it back, looking for that pass in the slot. Saw takes the shot. Turned around once more and cleared out the zone by the Wild. Maynard looked to pass it. Murray had the read on him though. Greaves, great little flick, has knocked it forward for Britton. Well, that was a great layout by Otterson, but Britton's maintained control. Decides to take the shot into the chest of Hewitt. Wraps that one up, and we see that again. Britton chasing down there, dives with the stick from Otterson. Britton does well to turn around the hash marks and release one into Hewitt's chest. Wow is all I can say, Gary.
Can you get your breath, Ben?
Face-off, quickly taken and put on net. Kept alive by Stubley once more, into the corner, Hyde. Rings it back around, Wyatt. Goes as far as Crow. Great little flick from Crow, clears the zone finally. Stubley gains possession once more. Stanley played it back in, kept once more by Hewitt, and apologies by Stubley. Hayward. Turned around, Hewitt on the break, one man in front of him. Takes a shot. Deflection from the stick sends it wide of the Barons net. Put back into the danger zone once more by Wyatt. And there's going to be a call there as the net's off its moorings. Well, at some point there, Hewitt has made collision with the post. Dare I say it, in that 101, page 1 of the netminder's playbook.
Equipment infraction.
Either way.
If in doubt, kick it off.
We know everyone does it. Face off, right hand side of Hewitt. Hagger wins the draw there for the Wild. Volkanovs into the corner, immediately under pressure from Whitehouse and challenge. Dug out by Volkanovs. Lets one rip, it's come off Hewitt, up and over the net. Reynolds is there, takes a big body from Challenge. Volkanovs is there, gets back up, the arm of the official is up. Is that going to be a cross check? To the bench goes Walker, sixth man on, right into the chest of Hewitt goes the puck. And we'll see what that call is, and that's going to be on Challenge again. No sooner has he got out the penalty box. And it is a cross check. Well, Bailey Challenge, cross check on Josh Reynolds there.
He likes that pine, doesn't he? Well,
and again, it puts the Wild back on the power play. They're having the dream start here.
Well, remember we said it in the build-up to the start of the show. It's the Barons have got the advantage here last time.
Good tie-up, and it's the Barons who come out with that one. Good use of the ring by Maynard. Clears the puck down. Up the other way. Comes Stubley once more. Dumped into the corner. Stubley rides his man into the wall. Maynard under pressure from Barlow. Stubley tried to get in, nick that, but it's Otterson who's going to turn that up. It's a 3-on-1 situation. Bowley, well, uncharacteristic pass there from Bowley, runs wide. Back up the other way, Stubley decides to test out Hewitt. It's come off the shoulder of Hewitt, up into the roof of the ring, and that's going to be blown dead. But you'd expected Callum Bowley there to have made that pass to Watson.
Yeah, 3-on-1. It was a dead set for somebody to get something out of that. But surprisingly enough, the Wild survived it. And it still remains here, the Planet Ice Widnes, with 8:52 remaining on the clock. It's Widnes Wild 1, Solihull Barons 0.
Face off, left-hand side of Hewitt. Cleared out the zone once more by the Barons. Let's remind ourselves it is the Barons on the penalty kill. Hyde takes his time. Feeds it up to Charnock. Charnock looks to get his run-up going. Farrell in front of him. Poked onside by the Wild. Hagger couldn't turn that back, and now Otterson finds Whitehouse. Back to Otterson. Whitehouse once more. Bank pass to Crow, who's taken out the play immediately by Charnock. Hyde comes out with the puck, and Wilcox is going to get that back. Power play clock ticking away here. Charnock again at pace. Takes it onside. Reynolds at the point for him. Skates in. Little 1-2 between Charnock and Hyde. Wilcox feeds it over to Hagger. Into the corner, Charnock. Time ticking away, 15 seconds left on the power play. Hagger keeps it on. Reynolds picks it up. Back to Charnock, 5 seconds left. Taps of the stick from Walker. 2-1, trapdoor opens, back to 5-on-5. Wild posted there in front of the Barons net though. Good shot on as he tried to swing that back round to catch Hewitt off guard. However, he was there with the response.
Well, Wild didn't make that count. The opportunity of an extra man, but now it's back to 5-on-5, and can the Wild keep this pressure up on the Barons?
Face off won by the Wild. Volkanovs looks to find Greaves. Goes through to Jackson. Into the corner. Round the back of the Barons net into the opposite corner. He's taken off the puck by Maynard. Greaves does well to intercept that back. Turned around to Hughes. Hughes dumps it back in, allows the Wild to chase that on. Barlow. Great pass to Saw from the Barons. Shot on Tom Saw. And we'll see that again. Good breakaway pass here. Challenge finds Thomas Saw on a great stretch pass. Tests Walker, who's got an answer for him there. But that's the sort of stuff that the Wild need to be aware of, that they can do, the Barons.
Yeah, that stretch pass is killing them there, and the Barons get the chance. They'll put one back on the board.
Face off. Well, right hand side of Walker tests him immediately as Braley rams his man into the boards. A little bit of afters, but both skate away, smiling and laughing about it.
But like, is there any need?
Hey lad. Right. 6:44 on the clock. Face off. Won by the Wild once more. Swung round by Stubley to Wyatt. Wyatt, great bang past to Britton. Fed back out this side to Hyde. Hyde tried to knock it on. Great interception by Hayward. Turned back round for Farrell. Mackay in the middle. Dispossessed by Britton once more. Britton looks to go in the zone. Does. Goes into the corner. Drop past to Hyde. Hyde forced to play it quickly off the body of Crow. However, Wild have lost possession now to the Barons as Mulcahy once more. Great stretch pass again. This is something they are really working well at the moment. Cutting through those lines of the Wild with those stretch passes. 10 shot from Mulcahy. Great kick out save by Walker. Farrell puts it back in the danger zone once more, and Walker did enough to get on that and turn it out. Crow sends it back. Looks to be put back in again, however Hyde reads that well. Now gains his own. Hyde takes it all the way through, allows for the line change, takes a shot, runs wide. Dan Hyde doing a good shift there. Hagger now on the ice. We've got Kemp and Wilcox as the D-men. You see the Barons caught there, not able to make the change.
Yeah, it's one of the rules now that they're bringing in where...
But the icing, yeah, you can't make the change for the
Can't
icing.
make the change on the icing, you've got to keep the same players on.
Face off, right-hand side of Hewitt. Hagger finds Volkanovs. Volkanovs, little bit of space. Gets it off to Hagger, who tried to knock that down. Put back in by Reynolds.
Oh!
Well, Hagger got the tip on that. He went up and down. I thought that had gone in, to be honest. Kemp. To Reynolds. Puts it back on net, forces the save out of Hewitt.
I'll tell you what, Ben, this Reynolds is doing a good shift so far.
He is causing the Barons some issues. Slater. Mistimed pass allows Hagger to jump on that one. Wilcox, again, tried to flick it out. Great little help from Slater there. Reynolds, he's allowed in Volkanovs. Volkanovs has sat Hewitt down. What a goal! Vlad Volkanovs. And that's come from the back heel of Slater as he went off the ice. He fed Reynolds. Reynolds then fed Volkanovs, who skates it around, draws out Hewitt, sits him down, goes round and posts it in.
Well, can't knock it. When Vlad gets that puck, you know something good's going to happen. So with 4:51 remaining here, it's now Widnes Wild 2, Solihull Barons 0.
That was a highlight-worthy goal, that one.
Yeah, got to be happy with that.
Action back underway, and immediately the Wild jump back on it. Charnock wanting to test the nervy Hewitt now. Comes back out to Jackson.
So just remind me again, Ben, who was the third place team?
I believe it was Solihull. However, don't talk like that, Gary, because we know what they bring. There's Otterson to Saw. Saw lets one go right into the chest of Walker. We'll see that again. Great, skillful play here by the Barons. Bowley feeds it off to Otterson. Otterson to Saw. Put forward right into the chest of Walker. We go face off, right, left-hand side of Walker. But Gary, just listen to those names. Callum Bowley, Thomas Saw, Nicholas Otterson. They are not names you take lightly.
No, definitely not.
All on a line together.
Here we go.
And the shot comes in again, but it's turned around by Jackson. Jackson forces it forward, tries to find Charnock. Steered out of trouble by Bowley. Challenge. Great play again. Bowley gets around one man, takes a shot, forces the glove save out of Walker. Jackson, big golf swing on that, tries to clear it and does so. Otterson gets back to recover that to challenge. Once more to Bowley. Knocked forward for Saw. Saw, three men around him. Just completely smothered out of that play then. And dumped back round for an icing call with 3:32 on the clock. Well, it started off fast-paced, and every time the game seems to have picked up, at first it looked like it was going in favour of Solihull, but
Yeah, I've got to agree with you there, Ben. I thought the Wild are going to get another difficult game here, but clearly the Wild have seemed to have got the grip of the Barons early.
Face-off won by the Barons as they take it into the Widnes corner. Look to clear it out. Held up in the corner once more, back to the point. Shot comes in from Hayward, and it's in! Deflected out in front, and that looks like it's Slater. We'll see it again. The puck into the corner, fed to Hayward. Hayward gets a shot off, deflect down, and it's number 8, Paul Stanley, sorry. Stanley claims the goal for the Barons and gets them back in the game.
Well, just as we said, you can't take them lightly. They get a score back on the board. It's now Widnes Wild 2, Solihull Barons 1.
Well, yeah, great goal there. Back under action one more. Yeah, so the quick rundown there was Stanley, the goal scorer, from the assist there from Hayward, and the pass coming from Whitehouse as well. So all 3 of them getting points on the board. However, the Wild still only a goal to the good. Chase it into the corner. Briley does well. Puck clears the zone. Knocked forward onto the stick of Stubley. Batted down by Crow. Crow, ice in front of him. Decides to get the shot off right into the catch mitt there of Walker. 2:44 remaining in this first period.
Well, that's the very thing that the Barons needed to get back into this, coming to the end of this first period. They didn't want to go in 2-0 down, that was for sure. But the Wild have got to play clever now, Ben.
Very much so, very much so. Good. Yep, face off, left-hand side of Walker. And dare I say, Gary, it's the old hockey adage.
Ooh!
That a 1-goal game is the hardest one to defend.
Yeah.
However, Barons doing well to apply the pressure and try and get a late equaliser here in this first period. Volkanovs, however, knocked forward. Fighting away, Wilcox manages to gain the zone. Reynolds is up there immediately on challenge. Takes his time, lays it off to Maynard. Challenge once more. Murray is just going to dump that back down. Maynard behind his own net. Under the forecheck pressure of Hagger. Hagger and Charnock either side. Forces a pass to Challenge along the boards. Challenge down the left wing. Greaves come cutting across like he was going to put the body on there. Little cut inside by Challenge. Manages to get a shot off as it runs wide. Whitehouse. Fake pass. Finds Bowley. Loosens the puck. Bowley taken off the puck by Greaves. Over to Charnock. Charnock puts the body on Whitehouse and stops him gaining the puck. Great puck awareness, I'd say. Jackson's play doesn't quite come off as he wanted it to, but he's managed to recover it.
Bit scrappy at the moment, Ben.
Saw, open ice in front of him. Forces the save out of Walker. Otterson comes in with the loose change pickup. And they've managed to clear it out, Widnes, as far as Charnock on the half boards. Charnock takes a shot, quick line change. Easy save for Hewitt as he lays after Crow. Crow looking for men out in front as Solihull go for a line change. He's got the men on he wants now. Mulcahy and Barlow in mid-ice. Hayward tries to feed it across. Turn back around this. Hyde on a break. Hyde, it's a 2-on-1 situation. Dan Hyde! Great save, Hewitt! Take a bow. Hyde had him down on the back door. We'll see that again. Dan Hyde skates through, drags it around, goes to go back door, and a flick of the glove full stretch is Hewitt. Denies him. Hyde can't believe it. Wow, what a save that was.
I thought that was going to go in there, Ben.
Well, I feel sorry for our editor because there are plenty of highlight reels in this first period. There's 30 seconds left on the clock. You can see there Farrell belting down that wing. Cuts inside. Dangerous position as they give it to Bowley in front of net. Bowley tied up in the corner. come out with a wild stick though with Brealey. 17 seconds left in this first. That's going to be knocked onto the Barons bench. 12 seconds show on the clock. And if that's not proof that either netminder can't go to sleep in this game.
Well, another packed house here at Widnes Wild, being entertained by two great teams.
Face off, picked up by the Wild as they look to run the clock out. Dumped in, turned around, however, by Bowley, who manages to get a shot off. Final couple of seconds, and that's going to be your buzzer there. Well, it started off fast and furious, Gary, with Widnes taking the early scores. However, Barons didn't fall asleep and came back with one. Still plenty of hockey ahead of us.
Yeah, all the fun to come in the second period. Much more action like that first one. But the score currently stands here at Planetize Widnes with Widnes Wild 2, Solihull Barons 1. Join us after this short break.
Brakes and Sons sponsor Drop the Puck.
Introducing the brand new Drop the Puck official online store. Choose from a wide variety of items including hoodies, t-shirts, and hats. Ranges include children and adults. Sizes from small to 5XL. Place your order through our Facebook store. Simply select your size and click message. One of our team will assist you with your purchase. Drop the Puck official merchandise store, only on facebook.com/dropthepuck.
Welcome back to the second period of this exciting game, Ben, so far, with the score currently standing at 2-1 to the Widnes Wild over Solihull Barons. And that is the official centre ice, Mr. Ryder, the long arm of the law.
Oh, yeah.
I am the law.
Oh, yeah.
He's
not going to like the fact we caught him on film tripping over.
yeah, no.
However, we're off and away. Back for this second period of action as Widnes look to maintain the form they finished the first in. However, good shot in early there by Whitehouse.
All I'm going to say, Ben, is I hope that this second period is a little bit slower than the first one, because not only do you have
poor
trouble,
cameraman.
our poor cameraman's struggling a bit, but not only that, you get to take a breather.
Face off right-hand side, left-hand side of Walker as we're on the long change, as they call it. Both netminders now the furthest from their bench as they can be. Stubley's going to pick that one up. Knocked forward by Reynolds. Reynolds finds Volkanovs. Volkanovs cuts inside, lets a shot off. Rebound comes back. Reynolds gets the rebound, takes a shot. Hewitt has a response for him early. But it's turned back around immediately and knocked forward by Saw. Hager is going to be back for the Wild to recover that one. Picked up in centre ice by Crow. Challenge puts it forward. Walker comfortably steers it around. Out the position of Mulcahy. Volkanovs looks to chase it up. Does so, gets past Crow. Volkanovs slams on the brakes, takes it in. It's in! Well, flags Volkanovs. Great screen by Reynolds there. We'll see in the replay. Volkanovs gets a deflection off Crow, slams on. Reynolds comes in for the screen, assisted by the Barons, Rich Slater. It's completely cuts off Hewitt's vision. Puck in the back of the net. Great second period start for the Wild.
Yeah, and the score now stands. It's Widnes Wild 3, Solihull Barons 1.
Action resumes with Wilcox. Little bit of D to D by the Wild D-man. Put forward for Greaves to chase onto. Hayward comfortably there though. Turn back around. Goal being given to Volkanovs. Mackay. Well, there's going to be a call now. That looks like it's going to be on Murray of the Wild. Touched up by Wilcox, and Murray's getting called there. He knows, he's already looked over at Mr. Ryde and shake of the head. And we'll see what the call is now. Potentially, I think it was a hooking call. 2 minutes. Interference. Okay. So, Jack Murray goes the box for 2 minutes for an interference call. And for the first time tonight, the Solihull power play unit get time on the ice. Draw win by the Barons with the man advantage. Bowley spills that up to Volkanovs, who loses his edge. One-on-one Bowley and Volkanovs. Shot still off from Volkanovs into the chest of Hewitt. We'll see it again. Short-handed break. Bowley takes it over the line. Volkanovs tries to get on that quick as a sprinter. Loses his edge as the toes of his skates slip on the ice. And it does appear like Bowley's going to the box now for a tripping call.
Yeah, is that the chip on there?
It is. Wow, so in a blink of an eye, this game's opened right up to a 4-on-4 situation.
Ooh, lots of ice space.
That'll suit the likes of Volkanovs. Face off. Picked up by the Wild now. Charnock. Feeds it to Wilcox. Back to Volkanovs. Tried to get it right across. Shot in. And that was Hughes who got the shot off. Wilcox tries to keep it alive at the Baron zone. Under pressure challenge. Hewitt's forced to help it around to Maynard. Maynard back to challenge. Interestingly to say there, it's more of a defensive system that the Barons have got out rather than attacking when you look at all the players out there. Challenge now tries to find another Barons player in the form of Otterson, but that's gone all the way down for an icing call, and we're going back up the Solihull end.
Well, interesting situation. Both teams with players in the penalty box. And it's the Wild that are looking the stronger. The ice is certainly tilting in their favour, Ben.
Very much so. Face-off won, however, by the Barons. And there will be
and again,
14 seconds of advantage played to Widnes should both penalties, or should the Barons penalty expire. Was Maynard forced to chase that up off the half boards as Hager with the forecheck. Gets it to Challenge. Challenge, ice in front of him. Opens up. Hager trying for the pickpocket. Needs to be careful not to get the tripping call. Manages to get it out. Otterson. Dispossessed by Barlow. 26 seconds remain. Back the other way, Maynard from the Hager puck. Barons looks to take a shot, it's come off the iron! Well, Otterson, he's claiming it, but No light on, it's come back out of play. Yet again, it's another goal that's going to cause speculation. Back onto the 5-on-4 now. There's power play for the next 10 seconds. Murray goes straight to bench. Shot comes on.
Oh.
Out in front. Hewitt lost the vision of that, but Mr. Ryder quick to blow up as it looks like it came off. Oh, it's a slashing call. Does that look like it's been assessed to Stubley?
Yep, looks that way.
So no sooner have Wild emptied the penalty box, they're now filling it back up.
Well, that's not what they wanted.
Gary has said it at the start, I'll say it again, discipline.
Well, that could be costly to the Wild. But either way,
So for 4 seconds, we're going back to 4-on-4 hockey.
4 seconds.
Callum Bowley chomping at the bit to get out that door as soon as the clock ticks to 0.
So slashing call been assessed on Stubley.
Right, 16-10 in the second period. 2 minutes on the clock assessed to Stubley for tripping. 4 seconds remaining on the Bowley trip. Shot comes in from Saw right down the throat of Walker, but it's enough to allow the penalty to run out on Bowley. Are we now in a power play situation in favour? And that slashing call on Stubley could prove beneficial now to the Barons. They didn't really get a proper power play opportunity before. They have now. Bowley takes his time. Looks for support in Otterson. Gets it. Back to Bowley. To Otterson once more. Bowley winds up. Takes a shot.
Oh,
Traffic, it's in. It looks like it's been deflected. Out in front there. And what a goal that was. Otterson gets it to Bowley. Bowley takes a shot. And it looks like it's been deflected. Crucially in the back of the net.
Well, it's made things interesting here now. With the 15:36 remaining in this period, its score is Widnes Wild 3, Solihull Barons 2.
This game certainly not dead. Goal being assessed. There to Dan Mulcahy, so it's Daniel Mulcahy who gets the goal. The tip in from the shot that came from Bowley. And it's a power play goal as well. Riley gets the puck in possession as we get back underway after that Barons goal. Certainly a game in our hands here, Gary. 3-2 now.
Barons are putting people under pressure here.
Charnock down the left wing. Cuts across Stubley. Backhand. Takes it out the possession of Barlow. Forced to chase it up. Charnock once more. Kept alive at the point. Shot comes out off Greaves to Mulcahy. Mulcahy bursts to speed. Can he get round? Greaves slams on, looks for support. Tried to find Otterson skating in. He's allowed, however, Barlow to come back and get that. And he's going to do a dumping chase into the opposite corner. Gives up the chase and goes for the line change instead. Maynard tries to get a big pass off. Once more Mulcahy in front of him. Otterson. That's going to come up and out of play. As we go for a quick break.
There's a prize for somebody in the crowd there.
.38 remaining in this second period. Good draw win there by the Barons. It's the Solihull side now looking to put pressure on Widnes. Back out once more. Crow winds up right into the glove of Walker, but what a shot there from Crow. We'll see it again on the replay. Feeds out to the corner, and the point There it is. Plenty of opportunity. Look at that gap there and that space he's got all the time in the world to get that shot off.
Yeah, good hands though.
Face off. Left-hand side of Walker. Picked up by Bez Hughes of the Wild. That's off the half boards and all the way down. Icing waved off. Hayward. Good forward check pressure from Wyatt. Back into Hyde. Hyde looked to turn around. Well read by Whitehouse and Crow. They've dispossessed the Wild, but giving it back straight away. Wyatt put a great pass in the paint there. It's turned out, and here come the Barons once more. Run round. Walker straight out of his net to try and stop the momentum there. Hayward picks that up and neutral ice. Little bit of pitter-patter at the blue line. Hagger's going to take control of the situation. Turns up ice, 4 red shirts in front of him. Line change for the Wild. Hagger all on his own. Rich Hagger! Well, who needs teammates? We'll see it again. He takes control of the puck, gains the neutral zone, turns round, sees an opportunity, puts it in the back of the net past Hewitt.
Well, just as quick as they score, Wild return 1, and it's now Widnes Wild 4, Solihull Barons 2.
Hagger sending a little love note there to Hewitt, signed, sealed and delivered.
No kisses.
No. 13-20 now remains in the game in this period. As that's something to get the Wild fans excited about.
Well, I'll tell you who is excited, Ben. The Barons. They look like they want to get back on that board again.
Good ruck against the boards. Come out with Bowley of the Barons. Barons looking to crash the net now. Turned away immediately though. Maynard. Okay. Gets it to Slater. Slater sees an opportunity. Great save by Walker. And the Barons certainly not letting the heads drop at all. Maynard keeps it alive once more. Bowley gets it to Slater. Slater puts it on net again. Off the blocker. Looking for the rebound. Bowley.
Oh, back door was open there as well.
Maynard takes his time. Feeds Callum Bowley once more. Murray chasing up. Can he do anything? Mulcahy takes a shot off the leg pads. Look at the wraparound.
Oh,
Bowley.
clever play.
It's come all the way out to Barlow though. Barlow gets around Maynard. Can he get round the next man? No, he can't. Slater does well to force him all the way down the other end and off the puck. Volkanovs feeds it into Reynolds. Reynolds on the half boards at the point. Lets it go. Challenge. All the way down to Murray of the Wild. Between himself and Briley, they just hold it up a moment, allowing for the line change. Greaves. Whitehouse gets there first. Alderson. Because it also Whitehouse picks up the loose puck and puts it past Walker. Well, that was great play there by the Barons. There's a miscommunication between the Wild defenders. Allowed Saw and Otterson to feed that loose puck out. Whitehouse completely unmarked, and the Barons back in the game.
Yeah, and like I said, as quick as Wild score, Solihull score. So now, with 11:43 remaining in this second period, it's now Widnes Wild 4, Solihull Barons 3.
.11:43 remaining in this second period. Whitehouse the goal scorer. And I did say at the start of the game, the defensive unit of the Wild would need to be up for this game because the Barons don't let their heads drop. They're a physical team as well.
Yeah.
That's just proving it there. They know how to crash the net and jam up the netminder. Wild now having to chase that puck back down once more. Saw puts Briley under pressure. Walker aids that onto Charnock. Charnock has Barlow skating in the middle. Finds him. Charnock puts a shot on into the glove of Hewitt. And Greaves out in front there now. We'll see that again. Great little play from Wild to get some momentum going once more. Off the skate there, Barlow, well controlled. lets it looking going top shelf far side. Hewitt though has a response.
Well, I did say, Ben, it was going to be a close game, and so far, both these teams have proven me right.
Face off won by the Barons. That's another point to highlight there, Gary, is normally it's Widnes off the dot that win everything, but they've hardly won any of the face-offs tonight. As out, that looked like Hyde got the shot off and he came out again off the post. So the post is denied both teams, both ends. Hyde once more. Takes his time. Shot comes in. Picked up by Bowley. Feeds it forward for Saw. Turned back, however, by Hughes. Maynard turns it around as we approach the halfway point in this period. Knocked on by Britton. Farrell. Gets it over to Bowley. Bowley head up. Ice in front of him. Cuts inside. Still Bowley. Bowley takes a shot. Great save there by Walker, but a good shot. Bowley had plenty of time to get that off. And he is a danger man that the Wild will need to shut down.
It's almost like they just leave him alone there. He has a free roam into the goal area.
Challenge. Feeds it up. Turned back around, however, by the Wild. Volkanovs manages to find Hagger on that point. Reynolds puts it around. Challenge. Knocked forward off the bench of the Wild. Kem steps in the way of Mulcahy, then just shuts that pass lane off completely. As Crow's going to skate back and retrieve the loose puck. Volkanov's dispossessed challenge coming back. Finds Reynolds. Reynolds gets it round his man. Whitehouse there for support though for the Barons. Volkanov takes a big hit from Whitehouse. Back up. Reynolds once more.
I think it was Reynolds that got that board in there. The Barons letting them know.
And now Kem to Wilcox. Wilcox sees an opportunity, takes a shot. Interestingly enough, Hewitt felt comfortable just to drop that on the ice. Back across from Volkanovs. Wild banging on the door, however, Barons have turned it round once more. Charnock now skating in, quick line change by the Wild. Barons going for a back change. Tipped over. Walker. As the rest of the line change now for the Barons. Can the Wild catch him short? Charnock holds that in neutral ice. Tries to find Greaves skating in, does so. Picks up Stubley. Stubley takes a shot, comes back out. And these power shots, Hewitt's unable to really deal with them. He's causing a lot of loose change, which the Wild are skating straight onto.
Yeah. Bit of frustration starting to set in.
Barlow dumps it into the corner. Chases down Hayward. Still Barlow. Manages to get there into the corner. Off the leg pads of Otterson. Dumped back in once more by the Wild. They look to clear that again. Otterson's going to pick it up down in the Wild zone. Stubley lays out, shuts that pass lane off. Puck fed. Greaves to Charnock. Charnock breaks up the ice, drops it for Greaves, couldn't get it. Bowley turns out round. 7:20 now remaining in the second period. So, look to drop past that, however, it's gone onto the stick of a Wild player. Wyatt tried to knock it forward. Otterson once more. Finds Bowley. Bowley gets his head up. Looks to go inside to Stanley. He's now held up by Brealey. Greaves. Good board battle with Bowley. Stanley looked to put it in the paint. And it's a good shift by both teams so far. Very, very much a game of attrition. As Farrell looked to get it across there. Britton picks it up once more. Good body on from the Barons. And challenge there. Straight into the glove of Hewitt. 6:20 shows on the clock. Still 4-3 the Wild.
Well, I'm thinking the Wild are putting a lot of pressure, and as you pointed out, with the Barons netminder copping up the puck now and again, he seems to let it loose. It's giving that opportunity for the Wild to jump in and try and pick up the loose change. Barons getting frustrated with that, I think.
Face-off will be left-hand side of Hewitt in the Baron zone. And again, a drawing goes the way of Solihull. Played into the corner. Good scrap as it comes out on the stick of a Wild player. Volkanovs turns around, pirouetted into the paint, but unable to control the puck. Again, too hard on the pass. Great pass there from Challenge to Farrell. Tried to get him on the breakaway. Reynolds is going to turn it back around. Dumped in. Somehow comes onto the net of Hewitt. Wilcox, all the time in the world to get it over to the open man. Dumped in once more and pulled out the air by a Barons player. That was Slater. Haggart regains control. Tried to get it round to Reynolds. Unfortunately, he's let it go. It's going to be... Is that an icing call? No, defenders got there first. They've called them... They waved the icing off, interestingly, as Maynard gets there. Quick pass off the half boards. Hayward tried to put it forward. Otterson's going to grab that now, though. Otterson skates forward immediately, surrounded by yellow shirts like a swarm of bees. Just sees a flash of yellow and black. Loses out the puck, and now the Wild trying to play that out the zone, but good forecheck pressure here from the Barons. They've allowed themselves to gain possession of this now with Saw. Saw gets it out at the point. Shot comes in again.
Oh,
glove save.
yes.
And there's... Well, I thought that had got in.
Yeah, so did I.
Must be another great save there from Walker. Blink of the eye and missed it.
Well, from our angle up here in the commentary booth, certainly looked like that had gone in.
Back up the other end, however. Barons with Maynard. Another one of those big stretch passes finds Saw. Saw and Otterson. Drops Otterson. Otterson, plenty of time. He's decided to go through the slot and try and find Mulcahy. Interesting. Maynard takes shot off a body. Stick on the ice. Saw once more. Through the paint, nobody there. Mulcahy's going to get there first. Sorry, Farrell, apologies. 3:55 remaining in the period now. This a very long stretch of back and forth action. Barlow takes the body off Stanley there, off the puck. Allows Farrell in to turn that round once more. Challenge is going to scoop it up. Challenge takes his time behind his net. Great forecheck pressure from Wyatt. Joe Wyatt doing well. Hughes sees an opportunity to put it on net. Wild have the Barons pinned in their own zone.
Whoa.
Hyde causing all sorts of trouble now. Wyatt picks the puck up, fans the shot, puts it back in. Hyde scooping up the loose change. Still Hyde trying to get in there. Hewitt's got plenty of answers for the questions he's being asked of. And now Otterson, in save the day, turns it around, creates a space and gets the puck out of the danger zone. Stanley up the other end, takes a shot. It's off the leg pads of Wilcox and Hughes. Hagger takes the shot off the no-look. Bowley back up quickly, finds Otterson. Otterson and Stanley. Reynolds is in there. Reynolds down that wing. Into the corner once more. Bowley picks it up. Looks to skate inside the hash marks. Wilcox gets in there. Volkanovs looks to help it around. Instead, Barons maintain possession. Back the other way. Shot off from Saw. Good response and a reaction save there by Walker. And Harrison Walker and Sam Hewitt both having a hell of a second period.
Well, we did say the netminders are going to play a huge role in this one.
And Kemp, just in a little bit of a battle there with Saw, have managed to knock the net off the moorings, and I think both teams will be glad of that as they can catch a breather.
I think we are as well. But 1 minute 42 remaining in this second period. It still remains Widnes Wild 4, Solihull Barons 3.
Mr. Ryder, just having a quick word there with Maynard. Face-off will be right-hand side of Harrison Walker in the wild zone. Again, Barons do well to win that face-off, but they've pulled it all the way back. Knocked forward by Greaves. Holding on the boards, Maynard and Charnock. Wild trying to play it round with Charnock. Plenty of space. Through the traffic, however, right into the glove of Hewitt. We'll see the replay there again. Charnock takes that puck all the way round to the point, looks up, tries to get the redirect for Greaves and Barlow there. Face off left-hand side of Hewitt, minute 3 remain. Scooped up immediately by Farrell. Somehow the puck ends up back towards the Barons net. Otterson. Well, Hughes does well to recover that one in. Quickly turned around once more by Hyde. Hyde manages to find Britton, whose pass lane shut off. Wyatt. He's going to scoop that one in, dump it in. 35 seconds now remaining on the clock. Can the Barons get one last ditch attempt in here to equalise before the break? We're going to try and make a break with Bowley. He gets in the point. Bowley finds Farrell. Farrell takes a shot high. Good save by Walker. Body on. Hughes is going to be there. 16 seconds on the clock now. It's only got his Farrell on the half board. Falls all the way to Bowley through the other side. Bowley puts it back on. Deflected off the leg pads of Hughes, and it's going to go down to the stick of Hewitt. 3 seconds left as the clock runs out. That's going to be your period. Certainly action-packed, Gary. Good end-to-end battle by both teams. Both netminders still need to keep their heads on a swivel.
Well, I'll tell you what, never mind your Olympics, stay and watch normal hockey in your own town, because these guys are giving a great account, great entertainment by both sides. And here at Planeside Widnes, the score remains at the end of the second period. Widnes Wild 4, Solihull Barons 3. Join us after this short break.
Breaks and Sons sponsor Drop the Puck.
Introducing the brand new Drop the Puck official online store. Choose from a wide variety of items including hoodies, t-shirts, and hats. Ranges include children and adults. Sizes from small to 5XL. Place your order through our Facebook store. Simply select your size and click message. One of our team will assist you with your purchase. Drop the Puck official merchandise store, only on facebook.com/dropthepuck.
Welcome back for this third period of exciting ice hockey here at Planet Ice Widnes, with the score currently standing at 4-3 in favour of Widnes Wild.
And action straight back underway, Gary. And we expect it to be fast-paced, full-on, and full of action. As Challenge is going to skate back with that puck and look to open it up for the Barons. Otterson, well, looked like he was going to chase that. Walker quick out of net to try and aid that round. Saw gets there, but gives it up to Stubley. Stubley to Volkanovs, and we've gone with pace, it's fair to say, here with the Wild. Whereas the strength of the Barons side, not necessarily struggling by any means. As Maynard holds up Volkanovs on the boards. Two Wild players brought down. It's opened an opportunity for Challenge. The Wild ones in the crowd, waking up slowly. Getting back into this third period. There's a little bit of D2D action. You can see here now that the Barons, well, that was Challenge, has lost that puck up to Charnock. Charnock at pace, brings it round, looking for support. Challenge swings his stick round, gets back on it. Wild still in possession, comes out the zone, and Murray's going to skate that one back. A little bit of sticky ice there still. Bowley winds up, takes a shot. Fair sign of rubber this period for Walker as he responds well. You see the puck coming in there. Great stretch pass once more. Bowley picks it up inside the zone, gets the shot off quickly. Good save, Walker. Face off. Right hand side to Harrison Walker. Drawing goes the way of the Wild, but immediately the Barons intercept. So they look to work the puck round now. Mulcahy tries to skate it inside, looking for that chance of an opening, however. Great seal on the pipes there by Walker. Back across once more into the corner, picked up by Hughes. Hughes chased down by Slater. Barons maintain possession, keeping the pressure on here early in this third period. Mulcahy in the corner once more, turned around. Put it back and across a tight angle. Jackson read it well, clears the zone. And that's going to go all the way down onto the net. Hewitt, under the pressure of Hyde, decides to freeze that one out. Well, good start there by the Barons.
Well, not as fast-paced as it was in the second and first period, Ben. Things seem to have eased up a little bit. Maybe both teams are starting to play a little bit of sensible hockey.
Wild win another face-off. That's two consecutive. They're doing well to build on that now. Kept alive, however. Ooh, that was tight. It has turned around. And here come the Barons on the break. It's a bit of 3-on-3. Put it in. Good save by Walker. As a Barons man sent to the boards there by Brearley afterwards. Face-off will be left-hand side of Walker. Just under 3 minutes gone in this third period. Wild looking to break forward with Reynolds once more. Loses out. Turn back in. Wild with Stubley. Goes, oh! Great effort by Tom Stubley there. Forces a save off the blocker from Hewitt. Kemp. Going to be comfortable enough to pick that one up. Knocked forward by Hagger. Fighting away. Challenge. Couldn't quite get it. Charnock, well, Charnock to Barlow. Barlow back of the net. And that's done Widnes well. You can see Charnock on the boards. Feeds it to Barlow. All the time in the world in the slot. Picks his spot. Puts it past Hewitt.
Well, he had looked like he was just sitting there, camped in front of the goal on his own. But nevertheless, it's now giving Widnes an extended lead here. It's now Widnes Wild 5, Solihull Barons 3.
Well, that's exactly what Widnes ordered. And they've now stretched the game out by 2 goals again. A little bit of a safety cushion. Barons taking the time with Crow. Hayward. Gains his own. Looks to go into the corner, drop back to Saw. Takes a shot. That's gone high and wide off the deflection and out of the rink. 15:46 remaining now in this third period.
Well, Widnes definitely needed that 2-goal cushion. It's whether they can maintain it, because we know the Barons can certainly catch them back. And still plenty of time to do it.
Face off, right hand side of Walker, won by Widnes. Could the Barons be getting tired now? They are short benched. They're only really rolling 2-3 lines tops. Bowley. Once more, Whitehouse turns that over to Britton. Britton's going to dump that on net. Hewitt seeds it out. Flaps on the shot there, and another fan. And Britton, well, he's got that wrapped up. Wyatt and Britton both poking at the pickle there, but that's going to be well wrapped up and frozen now by Hewitt. We see it again in the replay. Wyatt fans on the first one, gets the second one in, onto Britton's stick, but Hewitt leaps on it and wraps that one up. Face off, right hand side of Hewitt. Wild come out in possession, tried to find Hyde. Bowley's going to get there first, clears it out of the zone. Great pass onto the tape of Slater. Slater skates it inside the hash, looks, puts it across the danger zone. No one from the Barons there to turn that in. Wyatt under pressure, gets it out to Britton. Britton has Hyde in the middle. Finds Hyde, leaves it for Wyatt. Great play, however, the Barons force it loose. Turn it back with Bowley once more. Bowley finds Farrell coming off the bench. Jackson uses the plexi to clear that out. Onto the stick of Hagger. Hagger to Hyde. Hyde, can he get round challenge? Uses Stubley skating past. There's an opportunity for a screen. Gets a shot off, runs wide. Picks up his own rebound. Hyde and challenge behind the net now. Briley. Well, this is it. It's getting physical now. Farrell gets round Brealey.
Said it would.
There's an arm up from the official. That's touched up, and it's going to be... Is it on Briley? It is. It's a hooking call. Well, Tom Briley's going to go to the box there for 2 minutes and offer an opportunity for the Barons to get back in this game.
Well, it's exactly what Widnes shouldn't be doing. But Solihull will be breathing a little bit of gasp of excitement, looking forward to trying to get another point back on the board, because they're putting pressure on at the moment, Ben.
Well, 5-on-4 now in favour of the Barons. Mulcahy through the middle. Again, Mulcahy takes a shot, comes out and cleared by the Wild. Volkanov's now prowling around as the Barons look to set up cycle. Using the extra man to their advantage, trying to draw out the Wild defensive unit. Shaw takes a shot, backdoor wide open. Great post-to-post action from Walker, keeps it alive. Can't clear out the zone from Wilcox. Tom Saw once more, feeds it over. Hayward takes his time. Otterson. Bowley.
Barley's just looking for that,
For
that opportunity to fire one in.
Will he get it now? No, goes back. Sees an opportunity to let one go. It's come off Charnock's skate into the roof of the ring. Well, there's 40 seconds left on the power play. 12 minutes and 54 remain in this game. Still the Wild with 2-goal advantage. And the official just letting Tom Jackson know what the delay was for. So face-off will be right-hand side of Harrison Walker. Still on the advantage for 40 seconds of the Barons. That a penalty being assessed to Brealey for hooking. As the Wild clear that down onto net, Hewitt once more. Otterson. Drops it for Saw, back to Otterson. Doesn't like the pressure from Hyde.
Yeah, he's looking for the extra man.
Got support now with Bowley. Oh, turned around. Can Bowley get there? Well, Hewitt came out. Shot come back in. Hewitt's
clever.
back in time. Great net minding Hewitt there. We'll see it again in the replay. Turned around. Hyde looks like he's going to jump on it. Hewitt comes out, drops it back there for Barlow. And jumped on immediately. Hewitt again. Great play.
Well, 7 seconds remaining on the penalty.
Cleared out the zone by the Barons once more. Penalties expired. Brealey back on the ice, back to 5-on-5. Walker feeds it to Murray, who then feeds it to Hagger. Hagger's driven it all the way up. Hagger puts it off the boards. Reynolds is going to chase down Crow. Holds him up enough to allow Volkanov's in. Volkanov's brought down. Cries from the fans and the Widnes bench. Nothing given by Mr. Ryder. And the Barons going to take the opportunity to turn the puck around, back up ice, as they now face a 3-man defensive unit of the Wild. Shot in from Slater. Reynolds does well to hold that up. Back with Volkanov's. Takes a shot. Well, Hewitt's lost his stick. Oh. Crow immediately goes to return that to get it to Hewitt. Hewitt back in possession of his stick now. Stubley drives it over. Brought back out by Saw. Saw by himself, and we've got 6 men on the ice call. Well, we'll see what the official call is now, but your official is holding up for 6 men on the ice.
And I think it's Widnes. Is that when Brealey went on?
And it was. They've got caught short on the changeover. So it looks like it's going to be a bench penalty here. Too many men on the ice call. And Armstrong's going to go and sit that one. It is a bench penalty, as the scoreboard shows there, 0. Too many men on the ice against Widnes. And no sooner have they just killed off one penalty, they've now got to face down on another one. Barons call a timeout here. Can they draw up something to take advantage of this extra player for the next 2 minutes?
Well, almost halfway through this third and final period, they find themselves 2 goals down, Ben. And they must be thinking, we've got to get something out of this next power play. And almost certainly, we need to stop Widnes scoring.
Well, they're doing well at the moment to hold Widnes up in their own zone when they have enough bodies. However, like I've said before, it's almost a case of physical versus speed here, because, you know, Barons do play physical hockey, we know this, but Widnes seem to have the edge on the breakaway, especially with the likes of Reynolds and Volkanovs. Either way, the team talks are out the way. 2 minutes on the penalty clock. Wild on the PK for the next 2. Here we go. Bowley. Little 1-2 with his man there. Looked to go through on Whitehouse and Totterson. Bowley was playing it with. Bowley calls for support. Mulcahy gets it. Drop for Saw and Otterson. Otterson skates through. Round the back of the net. Bowley, Saw on the other point. Gets it to Saw. Saw winds up. Comes off. Charnock, who reads that one well. Back to Bowley at the blue. Over to Watson. Bowley once more. Saw one-timer. Great save. Walker. Wilcox in possession now. Can't clear it out as Bowley's there to stop the puck. Britton looks to get in. Does enough to clear the zone. That's going to be a quick line change.
Not too quick, I hope.
Saw sends it round the back of the Wild net. Aided on to Volkanovs. Volkanovs now looks to take it into the Baron zone. Does so. Takes a shot off. Volkanovs! Well, on the shorthand. Vlad picks it up in front of his own bench. Gets round his man. Puts it back across the path. Hewitt can't see it. Finds the inside of the post and short-handed. Vlad adds another one for the Wild.
Well, just what the Wild needed, giving the fans much needed joy. It's now Widnes Wild 6, Solihull Barons 3.
Well, that'll certainly do the Wild there with a 3-goal cushion.
Still 9 minutes 43 remaining in this period, Ben. I wouldn't write Solihull just yet.
And there's been a change in netminder, so Solihull have pulled Hewitt, and in between the pipes now is Graham Laverick. So Laverick now between the pipes, the Barons, as the Barons come straight out and look to score one. Unfortunately, Walker's there to deny them. And the officials have blown that one dead. Not too sure.
He's offside.
He was offside. Maynard by centimetres literally over the ice of the blue line. 24 seconds remain on the penalty. Still power play. .16 seconds left of the power play for the Barons. Maynard looking for a man up front. Knocked on by Stanley. Turned around to Volkanovs once more. Armstrong back out as we go back to 5-on-5. And that's going to be an icing call. Going back up to the Solihull end, and it gives a chance for the Wild to sort out the lines once more.
Well,
Armstrong returns to the bench.
the Widnes fans enjoying themselves there. As we get back to the action.
Face off. Won by Solihull as they look to dump and swing it round. Challenge. Use the half boards once more. Great little play between Murray and Britton. Regains possession for the Wild. Hyde unable to reel that one in. Challenge again. Using the half board to get round his man. Intercepted once more by the Wild. Hyde. Well, his pass was shut off there as he tried to find Wyatt on the far side. Otterson, however, turns it round. Gets it in front of Slater. Otterson again. Takes his time. Finds Crow. Puts one on net. Goes wide. Second shot. It's in. What a goal that was from Hayward. Let's see that again in the replay. The first shot comes in from Crow. The rebound off the boards behind. Takes the shot. You can see Walker waves at it with the glove, but it's already gone past him.
And the Wild defence just consoling Harris and Walker there, saying, hey, you've got to let one in, you know what I mean? So the score now, Widnes Wild 6, Solihull Barons 4.
Well, that certainly proves that the Barons are not down and out of this game yet.
Well, I said that, Ben, you can't write these off. We know if they need to, they'll get physical and they'll knock that goal in.
But the Wild are the ones on the attack at the moment. Well, it's knocked forward by Saw. Hughes gets there first. Jackson. Bowley's received that one. Otterson. Still Otterson takes a shot off the leg pads of Walker. Holding it on the boards. Get it round. Barons looking for a man out in front. Got it to Otterson, the opposite corner. Back out looking for Saw. Turned around by Reynolds onto the stick of Volkanovs. And Volkanovs chooses to dump that in. Chased down by Reynolds, however. Puts one on the goal scorer, Hayward. Brearley gets over to Stubley. Stubley slams on. Surrounded by 3 red shirts. Turned around by Otterson. Shot on net. Frozen out by Walker. And it is, Gary, it is quite clear that Solihull are running with just 2 lines at the moment. So they must be getting knackered.
Yeah, I was going to say, it must be starting to get to them now. They must be feeling it. But with 6:51 remaining, they could still salvage something from this.
Face off goes the way of Solihull in the Wild zone. Maynard puts it forward, intercepted by Stubley. Stubley has space on that wing, tries to get round, challenge. Greaves takes an opportunity there. Barlow back out in front once more. Greaves takes another shot. Turned around by Laverick. Third shot, Laverick jumps on out and freezes it out. Greaves bearing down on him. And good pressure and good response from the Wild.
Well, Laverick having his first taste. With 6:23 remaining in this third and final period, the score stands at 6-4 in favour of the Wild.
Barron's in possession after the face-off. Throw it forward, only to be received once more by the Wild. The Wild seems to be a bit more clinical with the puck. However, here comes Mackay. Mackay looks to go, well, that was a great shot. Looked like he was going to pass it across the face of goal there. He then decides to put it on Walker. You see it in the replay here. Picks it up from centre ice. Skates inside the hashes. Looks like he's going to let one go. Does in the end. Good response, Walker. Into the corner once more. Cleared out by Wyatt. Gets there. Challenge does enough to get it onto possession of Mulcahy, however. Fed over to Bowley. Bowley gets his head up, knows he's got Kemp in front of him. It's fair to say certainly no love lost between those two.
No.
Swung around, kept alive by challenge. Barely. Wilcox sees it round to Haid. Maynard pinches in, gets that one round Haid, into the corner for Otterson. Out in front, another shot, rebounded down. And that one's right into the glove of Walker with 5:09 remaining in this game. And the Wild still 2 goals to the good.
Well, for the final 5 minutes, Wild have got to play clever hockey. While they get their opportunities, they've certainly got to make sure that they don't let Solihull back in.
Face-off picked up by the Wild. Turned over as Hagger fighting away for the puck. Back down to the Barons end. Taking the time, looking for the space and tried to find Whitehouse, but that's going to run all the way down for Hughes, who just aids that one back in to play. However, Otterson's going to beat out Reynolds for that. Whitehouse knocked forward for Saw. Saw picks it up, tries to get a shot off through bodies. Wild bodies turn it into the corner. Picked up on the left wing now by Reynolds once more. Crow skates it in, takes a shot. Walker gets his glove out, but it's gone wide anyway. Hughes knocked on by Reynolds, and it's going to be a quick line change for the Wild. And this is a game plan for the Wild now. Keep the fresh legs on the ice, keep the Barons moving, wear them down, see the game out. Wilkaya full pace, Brearley's going to beat him to that one. That's going to be an icing call as the two tangle up afterwards. Wilkaya and Brearley, a little bit of handbags after. Well, Stubley's in there on Farrell as well. Charnock's in there.
Well, lots of hugging.
Can you feel the love, Gary?
I can. They won't be sending Valentine's cards to each other.
We're going back up to the Baron zone.
Well, 3 minutes 42 remaining, Ben. Time, that window is closing slowly for the Barons to try and get back into this.
Face-off will be right-hand side of Laverick. Charnock gets it to Stubley. Winds up, lets one go.
Ooh.
Good test to Laverick. He stumbles. Well, the official's blown that dead. It looked like it came off the blocker of Laverick, down onto the ice. You see in the replay here. Down onto him. He spills it up. Immediately comes in. Are they trying to call the netminder interference? Possibly.
Well,
However, nobody's been penalised. Interesting. Face-off resumes back on the right-hand side. This time goes the way of the Barons. Bailey Challenge looks to get a big clearance. Can only find Barlow in neutral ice. Dumps in, hits the referee. Otterson's managed to find Saw. Saw's through on Walker. Well, I don't know if Walker knows where it is. His defensemen have skated around the back. We'll see it again here. Great pass again. Wide open finds Saw. Saw gets one-on-one. Quick flick of the wrist. You see Walker's got no idea where it is. But his defensive unit are back there. The lamp has not been lit, which means he's kept it out.
probably wedged in a crevice somewhere.
Wyatt, back off the face-off, throws it forward for Britain. Maynard's going to get there first, gets it to Saw, tipped back in by Hyde, finds Wyatt who decides to put it on net, sails wide and challenge is going to be there. Challenge back to Maynard, They look to clear it out. Hyde on the blue line, knock that down and disturb the flight path. Intercepted by Otterson. You see Solihull starting to really push forward now to get something of this. However, Wild have managed to regain possession with Hyde. Through the centre circle, dumps it into the right-hand corner. And that's up and out of play. 2 minutes 30. And we're going to go for a face-off down in the Barron zone. See there, are very happy with themselves, Widnes Wild. Hagger with the draw win. Look to find Reynolds quickly, kept alive by Jackson. However, here comes Bowley on the breakaway. Bowley gets round 1, couldn't get round 2, however. Held up on the board now. Slater holds his man up. Barron's back in possession. Hayward gets around Slater, tried to feed it back out, well read by Volkanovs. Drives it out, chased up by Reynolds. Final 2 minutes now. As Crow just makes sure that Volkanovs couldn't interact in that play. Slater gets around his man, lets a shot off, he's lost his stick in possession. Oh, that looks like it's a Hagger who's lost his stick. We'll see it again. Another pass in from Lakai. Slater skates it inside, gets a shot off, and it's Hagger who's lost his stick out there.
Well, I suppose sitting on Volkanovs is one way of keeping him out of the plays.
If it works and it's legal. Face off left hand side of Walker. 1 minute 40 on the clock. Wild still 2 goals to the good. Barron swiping at the loose puck. Come out in possession. Farrell gets it to Bowley. Bowley takes a shot into the glove of Walker calmly. And that's going to chew up a few more seconds on the precious clock. The question now, Gary, do you pull the netminder?
Well, costly. And to be quite honest with you, the way the Wild are on the counter-attack, I wouldn't risk it if I was Solihull.
Big stretch pass. Here comes Charnock, 1-on-1. Charnock denied by Laverick. Well, what a save. Looks like it's hit the bar. Greaves drives his man off the play there. Allows space for the Wild to get back in on that. Barlow's going to try and chase that. Beats out Otterson. Puck runs into the middle. There's no one there for the Wild. Final minute now of play. Turned back around by Greaves. Mulcahy ties up in the middle with Charnock. Charnock back in possession for the Wild. Into the corner. Mulcahy does well to try and disrupt the play. Barlow's in there as well with challenge. Is that a tripping call? Well, there's a call from the Solihull bench. However, the clock drastically running down here. It's last throw of the dice for the Barron side. Stubley and Slater out in front of the timekeeper's bench. Inside the final 20 seconds now. Played off the boards. Laverick out of his net. Crow. 10 seconds remain. And this is pretty much a done deal as Hagger's going to wrap that one up in neutral ice. Dumps it into the corner. There's your buzzer. And it's a great 2 points for the Widnes Wild. Well, they did well there, Gary, to manage a very hungry Solihull Barons.
The Wild desperately needed that. We said it at the top of the show to keep in with the rest of that pack. And they've come away tonight 6-4 victors over the Solihull Barons, who currently sit in 3rd spot. It's all still to play for. Lots of games still remaining. And will the Wild see postseason hockey along with tonight's guests, the Solihull Barons?
It's still doable. Obviously, that win has taken them into 4th place over the Scimitars now. but I'm really interested to see the reactions to some of the players and coaches. We'll get those in the interviews, which you can catch right after this short break.
Brakes and Sons sponsor Drop the Puck.
Introducing the brand new Drop the Puck official online store. Choose from a wide variety of items including hoodies, t-shirts, and hats. Ranges include children and adults. Sizes from small to 5XL. Place your order through our Facebook store. Simply select your size and click message. One of our team will assist you with your purchase. Drop the Puck official merchandise store, only on facebook.com/dropthepuck.
I'm joined at this time by the assistant bench coach for the Solihull Barons, Rob Ely. What a game that was as a neutral to watch. Barons never give up, skated hard. Unfortunately, it's not your night tonight.
No, it's a tough loss to take. The boys worked really hard. I can't fault the effort. We were short bench. We won't use that as an excuse, but by the time we get to the back end of the third period, some of the legs were a bit tired. So that did have an effect. And also, we're on the back of a 6-game away streak of games, which we've done well. We picked up points against the likes of Solway. So you can't fault the effort over the last couple of months, but I think it's just got to the team now, and they were tired. We're not making excuses. Widnes deserved the win. They played extremely well.
Well, just looking obviously at the team tonight, knowing all that information, still that first period came out the blocks like you'd had weeks off, and the guys put Walker under pressure early and were asking questions of the Widnes defence. Was there a set game plan coming into today?
Well, we were trying to play with a high tempo. Obviously, we played a lot of hockey lately, and we did think we would get tired in the third period. So we wanted to come out well, try to take the lead. Unfortunately, that didn't happen. We had a good few chances early on in the game, and the goalie played well all night. You can't fault him. Had a great game, and we just couldn't put our chances away. But that's hockey. It was one of them nights. Now,
you say that obviously the chances there a few times. Otterson, Saw, and the other lads broke away. And, there really were some great opportunities created, which you've got to take away as positives.
Yeah, we'd be more disappointed if we weren't creating chances, but we did have those chances there. I think there was a post and a crossbar in there. That's the 2-goal difference. They go in. But yeah, like I say, I can't fault the effort. Both teams played extremely well. It was a good, hard game. And it's what we expect now when we come to Widnes. They're a major team in this league. And to be honest with you, over the last couple of months, we've noticed that all the teams are very similar in ability. Obviously, Whitley and Solway are slightly pulling away, but there's a real battle for third place and, the good spots for the playoffs.
Well, we were literally talking about that before the interview then, how it's almost that dangerous trapdoor at the fourth position at the moment. And on any day, any team can be in the top 4 at the moment, obviously given Solway and Whitley there. How have you really found the league this season?
It's been a little bit up and down. I mean, we've taken points. We've beaten Solway. We took a point last week in Solway as well. But then we've lost to teams towards the bottom as well. But it just goes to show, the league's strong this year. Teams can take points off anybody. There's no real weak games. There's no gimmies. There's no games where you turn up expecting to win. We know every game's a battle, and it does take its toll over the season. And sometimes if you're not at 100%, you can drop points.
Well, unfortunately for the lads tonight, they didn't take the points away, but it was still a great effort. I thought they gave 100%. So pass my regards on to the boys, and hopefully we'll catch you and the Barons here on Drop the Puck again very soon. So good luck for the rest of the season.
Thank you very much.
I'm joined by Rich Hagger, head coach of the Widnes Wild. Rich, what a performance there. Good skate by the lads.
Yeah, I think they played really well tonight. We're bought back into what we want to do. We're back playing how we want to play. I think it showed out there tonight. Everybody gave 100%. They've worked really hard, and we've just closed down Solihull how we wanted to do. So yeah, great performance.
Now, the notable absentees tonight, obviously Jay Robinson, Mikey Gilbert, but they were replaced by obviously the returning Joe Greaves and the young lad tonight, and pretty much the star of the show, young Josh Reynolds.
Yeah, I think that's the good thing. We've got a big squad, and we can rotate players. We can work around what we've got, and that's the benefit of having these young kids, especially on two ways, and being able to bring them in and give them the opportunity to show what they can do, like they have tonight. And obviously, Greasy saw what he's capable of tonight, skating left, right, and centre, getting shots away. Unlucky not to have a goal as well, I think. So yeah, it just shows out the depth and the strength that we do have here.
Now, it can't not be said that we've mentioned it before here on Drop the Puck. Discipline was a big thing, especially over the last couple of weeks for yourself and the team. That seemed to have got a lid on it tonight a lot.
Yeah, we've spoke about it. I think we was a little bit unlucky last week. We got given a few penalties and that, but overall we know what we want to do. We know how we want to play, and we've got back to what we want to do tonight, and that showed in the scoreline. So yeah, discipline's a key part of the game, because then if you're not in the box, you can play 5-on-5 and you can roll the lines, and as I say, show what we're capable of.
And now attention has got to turn to next week. It's the big one for the Wild. You've got that double header weekender against the Dundee Comet in the Morley Cup final. How are you feeling about this one?
Oh, I'm excited. Can't wait now. Now that we're finished tonight's game, we're going into it with a few wins. Everybody's excited now. Now the attention is for the final. We're going to prepare on Thursday. We know what we want to do. As I say, tonight shows that everybody's ready and willing to go and do what we're expecting of them. So bring it on.
Excellent. Well, we'll be able to catch that here on Drop the Puck. But until then, next week, Rich, good luck. We'll see you again soon.
Thank you.
Well, there you have it, Ben. Widnes coming out victors, like I said, in a very close game, which was very close. Physical, like I said.
See what you did there?
Yeah, I know, yeah.
But to be honest with you, though, that still could have gone down to the wire, and it pretty much was. Although, in the end, it was a 3-goal cushion that Widnes have walked away with. Even down to that last buzzer, Barons were still pushing.
Well, they were, and the one thing I've got to say about Solihull is they never gave up at all.
No.
And they were, I said to you just before we were coming on camera there, they were in that all the way. It could have gone either way.
Oh, yeah.
But you can see why. I mean, they were quite clinical. They were really fast-paced, as their coach was saying there. They've got all the assets, but as he and all the other coaches have said this year on Drop the Puck when we've interviewed them, well, any team can take the win off any other team, with the exception of maybe one or two teams.
But yeah, we'll give or take, but, results around the league tend to vary night by night almost.
But it's made things a little bit more interesting now, because now, instead of a gap starting to open up, Widnes Wild are now, they've taken 4th spot. Mm-hmm. Results around the league don't make any difference to that. Scimitars didn't play this weekend, so that means that Widnes now find themselves in that 4th spot, hanging on to that.
Trapdoor, it's a trapdoor, I told you.
With a couple of games in hand, by the way, I must point out. So they've got to make those count now. They've got that position, they can't afford to let slip. On the other hand, Solihull, as you heard him say, and we were talking to him, they want that third spot, and they're keen to be playing postseason hockey, as are a lot of the teams. So it's all to play for. Still a few games to go, but things are looking better.
Well, it'd be nice to see Solihull in the mix for the postseason hockey, because in the yesteryear it's been pretty much a foregone conclusion as the league started who's going to be the final four. Maybe the fourth place team has rotated around a few times. However, if you're now the Widnes Wild, right, you've got potential playoff hockey because you've just clinched fourth place, so you've got a job to hang on to that. Mm-hmm. But you've got a job next weekend to do, to take home your first bit of silverware for the week, for the year as well. And if you walk away with that silverware, that's only going to give you confidence and strength, and you're going to want to bolster on that. However, should the Comets prevail, that might be a big blow to Widnes, and then they've got to suck it up for the rest of the season.
Do you know what, Ben? If I'm absolutely honest, and we know how much Widnes love their silverware, how much they seem to perform in cup games and stuff like that. So, it's a different game, and it's like soccer, FA Cup games. It's like the Super Bowl. It all depends on who wants to turn up on the day.
Yeah, you can write it as much on paper as you want, but it normally goes straight out the window.
But the one thing I've got to say is that Rich Hagger will put out the best team that he thinks can do the job on the day. But you've still got a lot more games left in this league against some decent teams who are also going to be fighting their way out that bottom, not wanting to be on that trapdoor.
Yeah.
Not wanting to be demoted, because as much as we say Nottingham have always seemed to have been around there or around the lower half of the division, and I think they're currently bottom, aren't they?
I believe so, yeah.
So as it stands, I would not say Nottingham are a team worthy of being at the bottom, because we've seen the way they perform. It just goes on results on the day. It could be one goal, one slight mistake, and it could cost you.
But that is literally, like you say, from 8th place right up to 3rd. It's ridiculous how tight the league is.
Still, and that's why I would not put anything down as concrete. Right now, it's still wide open. Anybody could take that 4th spot, or possibly 3rd as well.
But again, though, what a performance by both teams tonight. As we said in the interviews, Barron's unlucky to come away on the defeat there. However, maybe it was the run of 6 games, as Coach Ely said there. The run of 6 games, the short bench tonight. I said it in the commentary, they were running 2 lines. It just caught up with them.
It probably did. And of course, coming into tonight, Widnes already had the head-to-head on them, 2 games over 1. But unfortunately, they hadn't won here because it was Solihull that had turned them over here. Now they've put that to bed.
Yeah,
they must be feeling quite confident with themselves.
Well, certainly, and I think if you go back to the previous games that we've already covered here on Drop the Puck, you'll see the difference.
Oh, well, yeah, and talking of previous games, nice little link in there, Ben, thank you very much. You can catch us on all our social media pages, and you can also see previous games from 7 seasons or 8 seasons of Drop the Puck. You can get us on Instagram, on Facebook, on Twitter, and of course on our YouTube channel, which you should be watching us on right now if you're not. And of course we've got our interweb as well. You can catch us on that, which is basntv.com. Of course, tune in, click, give us a like and all the usual stuff, and tell your friends about us as well, because what we aim to bring you here is top quality ice hockey from the lower divisions. None of your razzmatazz Olympics, yeah, well, not knocking them.
No. Well, I'll tell you what, Gary, it's been a hell of a game here. I'm all pumped ready for next week, where we will be covering the Widnes Wild against the Dundee Comet in that North 1 Morley Cup final. So make sure you tune in for that one. But until then, I've been Ben Lee.
And I've been Gary Lee.
And we've been
Drop the Puck.